コマンドポストよりアルゴス1、遊ぶのもほどほどになさい。テスト中に
硬いこと言うなよ。94セカンドの2番機が組み上がるまで地上勤務ってストレス溜まるだろうけどな。
アルゴス1、今のはエアロバティックチームへの転属アピールかどうなのか、ドール注意が強く確認したがっているけど。
Return to designated position.
やれやれ。けど随分とまあ嬉しそうな子って。
What can I say? I'm a simple man to please.
うわ、お前熱でもあるんじゃねえの？最悪。
Get off my case, Tiny. Running your mouth, I swear to God.
うわスルーすぎてキモいんだっつうの。あの耳ちくて三つになるだってお前はどこに行ったんだ。
Shut your goddamn mouth. What are you calling selfish?
おいおい、お二人さんよ。その辺にしとけって。
Mount Dogaloo.
そろそろイブラヒムの旦那が切れる頃だぜ。
やば。
Dumbass. Anyway, they can't blame me. I'm just using the final phase of the acclimatization program to see what this baby can do with the MSIP modules installed. Simply putting the final touches on it, like any good test pilot would. The fact this thing handles like a dream makes it all the better.
頼むぜ大将。ブルーフラッグで伝説が誕生するか否かは94セカンドの仕上がりにかかってるんだからな。
Blue flag. Legend?
お前さん本当に94セカンドにしか興味ねえんだな。ハルトビック大佐の大遊びにブルーフラッグって名前がついたんだよ。
Fuck you gonna do about
ブ
it?
リーフィングで
Oh, is that so? My mind was elsewhere. Anyway, what's this about us becoming legends?
決まってんだろ。連勝してアラスカ完全制覇すんぜ。
King of Alaska? What?
ああそうだ。アラスカ最強は俺らアルゴスだって知らしめりゃお前基地中の女が寄ってくんぞ。あ
Why did I expect anything else? Questionable motives aside, I wouldn't mind putting some respect on our name. Funny, a couple months ago I would have been raring to go. Now I feel pretty calm. The old me was always trying to prove I was a real American by being better than everybody else, so overly conscious of my heritage, locked in a constant fight with myself. But now I've got nothing left to prove. Just want to take this bad boy out and see how far we can go.
いいかマッチョだなんだって言われるかもしんねえけどやっぱ女ってのは強い人間に惹かれるもんなのよ。天才なところを見せてうんぬんってのはその後の話でな。
You say with two women on the line. Alright, we'll bring the gold home. Promise I'll do everything I can.
お前もやっと女に目覚めたか。結構なこったぜ。よし基地中の女に俺らの
ユウヤお前と一緒にすんなバーカ。
Yeah, get his ass, Teresa.
アルゴスタッチにする。チェイサー1、チェイサー2は3回。
チェイサー1了解。ユウヤ力みすぎてボンミスするんじゃないよ。
アラスカ制覇の第一歩だぜ。張り切ってぶちかましてこい。
Yeah, I know. I know. But thanks for the reminder.
コマンドポストよりアルゴス1、ジャイルス起動。XFJ01 完熟プログラムの最終。
Oh god, not this shit again. Oh, it's going faster now too. Oh fuck. Oh, that's not pleasant to look at. Got like fucking Argus 1 2 command posts, executing test program. Oh god, I don't like looking at that. Switch it up. It's you and me against the world, partner.
おい、ユウヤ、とんでもねえ記録が出たぞ。まったく、ありゃ完熟ってレベルじゃねえぜ。お前ってやつはどんだけ俺を驚かせりゃ気が済むんだよ。どんな気分だ、天才。おい、ユウヤ？
Haven't you noticed? I'm aiming for the top.
てめえ、くねえら、驚かすんじゃねえっつうな。
Yeah, I saw you grin from ear to ear like an idiot, and I couldn't resist. Shit, dude, you're not supposed to be more hyped up than I am.
うるせえ、これは整備兵の特権なんだよ。
Berk schmerks. And no, go back to Teresa's smile. I love that smile.
あ、ムカついた。てめえの94セカンドのネジ抜いておくぞ。
You sure you want to do that? DSA you're responsible for will end up a smoking wreck. They mechanics took pride in a job well done.
うるせえ。で、軌道制御で何か気になったことは？ もうちょっとカツカツに締めてピーキーに振ってみるか？
Well, if you want to see how far you can take it, that's fine with me, I guess.
けど、なんだ？
Nah, I just mean like, why fix what isn't broken, you know?
言いたいことがあるなら言えよ。そいつがお前の仕事だろ。どうした？まずいことでもあったのか？
I don't mind its current torque settings personally, but what's the point in developing a high-performance TSF that only a handful of people can handle?
うぬぼれてんじゃねえぞ、この性格破綻者が。待ちやがれ、このひねくれ者が。
Quit screwing around. It's dangerous, man. I'm seriously gonna fall.
てめえは一遍落ちろ。そんで真人間に生まれ変われ。
We've pushed the TSF's performance to its very limits. This thing is still a joy to fly. Factoring in quality of life changes put a very American-like spin on the machine. Well, I guess that's one reason I wanted to take the Shiranui second out for a ride. Nostalgia's one hell of a drug.
なるほど、なるほど。で、
Quality of life improvements aside, that sharpness so characteristic of Japanese TSFs hasn't disappeared at all. No complaints about the control system's unique linearity? And with that enhanced acceleration G-dampening mechanism installed, it's a breeze to pull off three-dimensional maneuvers.
ほうほう。それで？
Oh ho. The greatest contributors are those thrusters on the waist and shoulders. I mean, you saw that vertical axis turnaround, right? Believe it or not, that was a walk in the park. And don't get me started on the increase in fuel efficiency. The synergy of the new design aerodynamic parts, the conformal fuel tank, and the jump unit's high-performance fuel-efficient engine is out of this world. Can you believe it completely offsets the weight increase and then some? Huh? Hi.
なんだよユウヤ、まだ話は途中だろう。
I'm feeling observed here and it's freaking me out.
いやー、本当に彼嬉しそうじゃないですか。そう思わないかね、ローウェル君。
ローエル
ですな。実は私もそう思っておりましたよ、ジアコウザ君。
やっぱユウヤはひねくれてないとやだ。
Thanks, Teresa. Huh? Huh? Hey, wait. What's the deal with you people?
おいおい、まさかここで引くつもりじゃないだろうな、メインテストパイロット殿。
What?
詳しいレポートは後にするにしても、機体の大まかな評価は今ので十分最高のテスト機に乗ることができたお前自身の気持ちを、それを成したみんなに分かりやすく伝えるだけだぜ。
Yeah, good idea. So step up and rally the troops, so to speak. I used to think pep talks were a waste of time, but I guess I've come around to the idea. Well, I'm not much for speeches, so let me get to the point. You guys absolutely killed it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess. I didn't even notice Yuuya was in there. Wait, hold up. I just barely saw that brief flash. I'm like, yeah, no, I recognize the command center girls, and then just barely caught her at the corner of my eye. I'm like, wait, hold up. When did she get over there?
おお、いよいよだなタリサ。
ああ、今日の動きを見てますます気に入ったよ。あれを見てこいつに乗りたがらないやつはテストパイロットじゃないね。
まったくだ。ブルーフラッグ全勝も夢じゃねえな、マジで。
Yeah, get bumped.
ブルーフラッグ完全制覇だ。
Fuck yeah.
最強。
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was completely out of character for me. But I'll be damned. The Shiranui second is coming along great. For the first time in my life, I was actually looking forward to the paperwork. It's all coming together. My skills, Vincent the mechanic's tireless efforts, Heineman's top-of-the-line technology, it's all come together to mold the Shiranui second to the most responsive and easy-to-handle TSF I've ever come across. Floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee. Yes, TSF will save a ton of lives. A rookie could easily make it fly, and a veteran could comfortably make it dance. Just you and me, partner, going together toward new heights to conquer. Well, now I found my personal mountain. Actually, conquering it is a wholly different matter, though. At least now I realize why Yuuya went easy on me. She wasn't out for blood, rather. She wanted to show me the way. My confidence isn't unbreakable. I have a million things in mind, but worrying about failure won't achieve anything. I'll just do whatever it takes to win, and let the chips fall where they may. Whatever it takes, huh? Same mentality as back when I first joined the academy, single-mindedly aiming for the top. Come hell or high water, I dedicated every waking hour to mastering TSFs. It didn't matter if I was sick or exhausted. I didn't skip a single day of training. I attended every single lecture on warfighting and piloting theory. I hardly ever exchanged 2 words with my classmates. Fraternizing didn't rank up too high on my list of priorities, because if push came to shove, I knew instinctively no one would have my back. The same people mocked me as a workaholic, but it didn't faze me one bit. Story of my life. Same thing happened when I arrived here. No, can't let my prejudices blind me to the truth. My time in Yukon has been completely different. The only constants are my selfishness and that damn competitive streak. Everything else has been a novel experience. I came to Alaska the same asshole I was before. Did anybody reject me? Far from it. I was met with a warm welcome. Uncomfortably warm, even. I joined the army to get away from discrimination, but it took me no time to realize the military isn't that different from society at large, and so I've been putting on a front for all these years, to escape from my past. My past as a half-Japanese kid who brought misery to his mother. Naturally, I figured people here would treat me the same. But I was wrong. I still don't know if it's because things are more chill in the rear or something. Don't phrase it like that. But I've never felt so welcome before. I'm Japanese American. After everything I've experienced in these past couple months, I can finally utter those words freely. The same words I would have choked on in the past. Takamura Yui. Everything started to change when I began to accept her. I've matured this much because Yui's been there for me, guiding me every step of the way. Thanks to her, I can finally leave my prejudices against the Japanese behind. It'll be a cold day in hell before I forgive my old man. At least I can keep things compartmentalized now. That's why I was finally able to acknowledge my Japanese identity without feeling the need to make excuses. Japanese home cooking. Imagine that. Mom's special. My favorite dish throughout all of my childhood is actually a Japanese dish. Such a stupid lie. All because I wouldn't eat it if I knew the truth. Well, I found out anyway, and made my peace with it. I see now what Mom was trying to do, to preserve and pass on some kind of memory of Japan as best she could. Nikujaga must have been my old man's favorite. All those times Mom saw me eat it, she looked so happy, like it was warming her to her core. It was a sign that bastard and I had something in common. A sign I was his flesh and blood. Mom never stopped loving him. My struggles to become a model American citizen did nothing to make her happy. Fuck! How could I have been so narrow-minded? Son of a bitch. All my bad memories are resurfacing one after another. It was only a few days before Mom died when the news said the United States had violated the U.S.-Japan Mutual Security Treaty. Serves them right, is what I thought. My heart burned with a fierce hatred for Japan. The world would be a better place without that pissant little island. Maybe if Japan were gone, Mom would finally be released from her curse. The idea was only a flight of fancy, but it brought me some comfort nonetheless. But Mom didn't see it that way. Far from it. She must have felt like her heart had been cleaved in two. I never even tried to lessen the pain. Now I understand, but reality isn't so kind. Mom's been gone for years. I won't get a chance to apologize. I won't get a chance to pay her back. I know, Lieutenant Colonel. I screwed up big time. If word about my sullen mood got back to her, that woman wouldn't let me hear the end of it. And I deserve every word.
そんなところで何をしているんだ?
I'm chillin'. Cryska. I was gonna say, that sounded like one of the Russians. I'm like, no, Latrova's definitely dead. Cryska.
すまない。休息中か?
Yes, fuck off, please. Nah, don't worry, what's up? Come to think of it, this is the first time you've initiated the conversation. Having trouble finding Enya? That's quite the funny face.
なぜそれを? まさか貴様、私の思考を?
Sorry, what?
なぜ私の目的が分かった? 答えろ、ブリッジス!
You can't possibly be serious.
貴様、私をバカにしているんだろ? 真面目に答えろ!
That's my line. You sure you're not trying to make me look stupid?
バカになどしていない! 貴様はもともとバカだ! 今さらバカにする意味などない!
Great clapback. Ouch. Cryska sure doesn't mince words. Scary thing is, I can't sense any malicious intent. She's just calling it as she sees it. Can't even get angry at that.
貴様の質問に私は真剣に答えたぞ。さあ、早く教えろ。
I'll be. She wasn't kidding. Alright, you win, I'll confess.
早くしろ。
It's a simple matter of deduction. Ina's always wandering around the place, you're always trying to find her. On top of that, normally you wouldn't strike a conversation with me. Put two and two together and the answer reveals itself. Sorry, I wasn't part of some, secret Russian experiment to, imbue me with fucking mind powers. Again with the insults. And she kicked the ladder right away from my feet.
それならそうと早く言えばいいんだ。貴様がもったいぶるから逆に気になってしまったんだぞ。
What? Am I hallucinating or something? Did Cryska just laugh? I've only ever seen her crack a smile when talking to Enya.
では本題に戻らせてもらう。
Nope, it's been just me and my thoughts.
そうか。邪魔をしたな。
Before you go, do you have any clue where to start looking?
あるといえばある。ないといえばない。だが、いつものことだ。
Well, sure, Enya loves to pull off these little escapades. Don't tell me you're actually searching blind.
だから最初に。
Huh? I don't follow.
あの子が行きそうな場所を。最初に一番の心当たりを探しに来たんだ。
What?
貴様に会いに行ったのだとばかり思っていた。
Yeah, I'm concerned for that as well, but, is what it is. Yeah, looks that way. And now depression is written all over her face. Cryska must be worried sick about Enya, that or she disapproves of her attachment to me. Maybe even both. Either way, I'm kinda jealous. Wish I had a partner who would always have my back. What the fuck does that mean? You got plenty of homies. It took me long enough to realize it, but having someone you can rely on is priceless. Enya said Cryska was family to her. The kids from Tsar Battalion also shared that kind of bond. Must be nice. It's too late to do anything for Tsar, but at least I can still treasure whatever exists between myself and the Scarlet Twins. What does exist? What do you mean? I can treasure whatever... Nothing exists between y'all. Y'all have had like 2 interactions. Like maybe you and Enya got some kind of, yo, big bro, little sis vibe going on. But other than that, like... And even that's just like, just barely, right? Just barely. Y'all have had like 2 or 3 interactions. What do you mean whatever exists between you? Fuck. From what I can tell, there's mostly animosity between you two. Whatever. Man, I wish I had someone who had my back. Forgetting that, he has a whole squad of people who's got his back. He's got Vincent, who looks out for him. Even you is, getting real attached to him. They're becoming real close, becoming homies. But oh no, man, I wish I had someone who had my back. Oh, at least I got something with the Scarlet Twins. The people he's hardly ever interacted with. He's had like maybe 2 positive interactions this whole time. But no, God, I wish I had, some homies to look out for me, Wish I had someone I could rely on to watch my back. Definitely don't have those. I'm pissed. You just throwing your homies under the bus like that, huh? It's bullshit, man. You got a phenomenal squad of homies, NVG. As well as Vincent, Yuuya. Yeah, Vincent and Yuuya. Was there a third one? I mean, you could kind of, like... Dogalu's an ally, right? But he's not, like, one of the homies, Vincent and Yuuya are, like, the 2 homies outside the squad. Then, you got Teresa and Stella. Amazing. VG's there. But, like, you got homies. Homie got homies. And this man really just said, yeah, I'd prefer one of these weird psychic Russian ladies. Homie, you got some interesting tastes, I'll give you that much. Anyway, how'd you know I'd be here?
まあ、そうだな。勘のようなものだ。
Weird.
ここに来れば必ず貴様に会えると思ったんだ。
I see. Good enough for me. Cryska's intuition is pretty sharp. She'd never get those insane kill scores otherwise. So, any idea where Enya might have gone? What kind of places does she like?
そうだな。風景を見に行ったり、各国の野外ハンガー、リルホートの菓子屋、ショーウィンドウを見て回るのも好きなようだが。
What is?
私たちは 軍機でリルフォートや多くの西側施設に許可なく立ち入ることを禁じられている。堕落した文化に触れてはならないとな。
That's the reason you can't search openly? Explains a lot. So you've always chased after her alone, right? Damn, Enya must have balls of steel to wipe her ass with her orders on the regular. No, I guess the Scarlet Twins have certain privileges your run-of-the-mill surface pilots don't. I mean, Enya did literally waltz into a heavily guarded Soviet facility with me, a US Army pilot, in tow, and got away scot-free. Other Soviet soldiers would have met the firing squadron for doing something half that blatant. Hell, I've never even heard of any Soviet soldier enjoying much freedom.
いろいろな場所を見て回るのは、あの子のたった一つの楽しみなんだ。
Oh. Even when the authorities are willing to look the other way, you can only push things so far.
ラトロは中佐をはじめ、JAL 大隊の兵士たちは、ソビエトも彼女たちのように。
Still, Cryska's concern for Enya's emotional well-being obviously trumps military discipline. She must care about her deeply. Alright, I'll lend you a hand. Should be more efficient this way.
手伝う？なぜだ？
Oh, I'm sorry I care about people. Fuck me, I guess. Because things will move faster that way. With me around, you can search the fort and other Western Bloc facilities without any fuss, right?
そんなことをして。
Jesus Christ, she's my friend too, you know. It's only natural.
普通？いや、そんなはずはない。さっき言っていた理由は、
Yeah, and I get the benefit of knowing that, oh, one of my homies is safe. Even though I wouldn't really consider Enya a homie. She frightens me more than anything. Well, yeah, when you put it that way. Man, that's an awfully transactional view of personal relationships. What happened to this chick? I don't know, probably the government experiments, if being honest. Nah, wait. Sounds mean, but coming from Cryska, it does make sense. Cryska is making one hell of an effort to socialize, but since she's so blunt and earnest, she ends up being her own worst enemy. It's not that she's cold or anything. She genuinely fails to understand the simple concept of doing a favor for a friend. It's a completely alien notion to her. There's no malice behind her words. Cryska's built her identity around her position as a Soviet soldier. As such, keeping with discipline and advancing the interests of the Soviet army take maximum priority. She's only being true to herself. It's impossible for me to miss it. I built my identity around being a real American, and went completely overboard trying to prove I bleed red, white, and blue. Just like me, Cryska needs to establish her own unique identity, one not based on groups or labels, but on who she actually is. That might be the one thing she needs to change her lifestyle for the better. Luckily for her, the more innocent you are, the easier it is to make the necessary adaptations. Hell, she went against military regulations to find me because she was so worried about Enya. Cryska's not as set on her beliefs as I used to be. I wish there was a way to open her eyes.
互いに自分を押し付け合うだけじゃうまくいくわけないって。相手に合わせ。
It's the Yuuya situation all over again, isn't it? Step 1 is speaking in a language Cryska can understand.
どうしたブリッジス？なぜ黙る？やはり貴様にメリットはな。
Not at all. I do get something out of this. If we look for Enya together, there's a possibility I'll get to see her too.
なんだと？
It was thanks to Enya's wanderlust that I could meet the two of you. Well, hasn't always been smooth sailing, but let's not get into that. I owe it to her to make sure she can keep doing the one thing she enjoys. Out of character for me to be so direct, but any attempts at subtlety will go right over Cryska's head.
ブリッジス。
Long story short, our interests are aligned. Convincing enough for you?
いや、やはりよくわからない。
Wait, really?
だが、貴様が自らの意志でイーニャを探したがっていることだけはよく見えた。
Oh, that's great. So...
申し出は受けよう。貴様が禁足域を探してくれるのは正直ありがたい。
Time's wasting then. We need to come up with a plan. Where should we start looking? And if she isn't there, what's the second most likely spot?
いや、同じ場所に長くとどまるような子ではない。西側では貴様が唯一。
So she likes to hit all our favorite spots, huh? Enya's been missing for a while, so I guess she's already ticked those off the list.
そう。貴様に会いに行くのはいつも最初か最後。
Ah, she's waiting for the trip to come to an
だから
end.
ここに来た。うろうろ探し回るより、貴様の周辺で待つ方があの子を見つけられる確率が高い。
Smart thinking.
気づいていないだろうが、イーニャが貴様の近くにいることは多いんだ。話しかけにくいときは遠くから見ているそうだぞ。
What? She does that? That explains why I didn't see either of them in Kamchatka for a couple days after. Not because of regulations or whatever, but because she could see I had other stuff going on. That's true. Well, yeah. Especially with, Enya, since apparently she has the same ability that Kasumi had. if she can, read what's going on in Yuya's thoughts and realizes, oh, he's dealing with a lot, I shouldn't bother him. That makes a lot of sense. Man, now that I take a step back, I realize just how preoccupied with work I've been lately. Grinding my brain cells to figure things out, or chasing after new leads.
見つからない場合でも2時間もすればあの子は必ず帰ってくる。だが30分ほど前、明後日の初戦に向けたブリーフィングが急遽設定されたんだ。開始まであと1時間。
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. They decide to keep Eni on a shorter leash. She can kiss her little adventures goodbye. Hey, I'm not trying to sound like a smartass here, but what does your intuition say? You guys are so close, you're like real sisters. You must have a hunch, right?
いや、あの子は特別なんだ。だから、わからない。
Special. Oh shit. Cryska's anything resembling my old self. She must hate when people poke into her business. That was careless. Can't get carried away from the second we start having a normal conversation. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to pry or anything. Forget it.
いや、いいんだ。あの子が私にとって特別なのは誰の目にも明白だ。
Couldn't miss it.
あの子は。
Cryska, come on. There's no need for...
あの子は私のすべてだ。
Cryska.
ブリッジス。貴様に尋ねたいことがある。
Well, don't be weird about it. Shoot.
あの子はなぜ。
Wish I knew.